All right, we're continuing to work on our listing presentation. You guys are making a lot of progress on this. That's awesome. I'm super happy to see it. And we're on a road to mastery. We're going to continue working on this until everyone has reached a certain degree of mastery that you have the confidence to get on the phone and schedule a listing appointment, because you know once you go on that appointment, the listing is yours. All right, I want you to write the following words down. This is your outline: gratitude. Set expectations. Needs analysis. Prioritize needs. Trial close. And what we're going to do today is we're going to skip ahead to closing. We're going to go right from trial close to closing, the end of the listing presentation. Now, what's in the middle, just as a reminder, once we do that trial close, we're going to transition to satisfying their needs and their expectations. In other words, this is your marketing strategy. This is what you do in order to service your seller listings to make sure that you're providing them with an experience that they would feel is a 10+ experience. This is what you do to market their home in order to attract the right buyers. Critically important. All right. Now, to transition from satisfying their needs and exceeding their expectations, the next step of the listing presentation is a pricing strategy. In other words, this is where you're going to go through the comparables and you're going to talk about price. But we don't talk about price from a point of view of, here's our CMA, and the CMA is telling me that your home is going to sell for $750,000. No, that's not the point. The point of the pricing strategy is not to discuss what their home is worth. It's to discuss the right strategy, the right pricing strategy, in order to get their home sold within 30 days, if that's their goal. Okay, so because you've got their goals, so you know what their goals are. It's to get their home sold within the time period that they want to sell it, within the price range where they want to sell the property at the highest possible price. That they're selling their home, but that's not the goal. The goal is, where are they going when that home sells? Why are they going there? What's important to them about that? That's what you're going to focus on with pricing strategy. Is this is what we're going to do in order to be able to get you where you want to go by the time you want to get there. Now, once you've gone through the pricing strategy, the only thing left is close. And again, we're going to jump ahead to that. So begin the conversation with gratitude. That's why I had you write these words down. Kim, thank you for meeting with me today. I'd like to start by sharing my mission statement with you. My mission is to meet your goals and exceed your expectations. Now, because of that mission statement, whenever I meet with a potential client, one of three things typically happens. One of those things will happen today. Either number one, you'll understand and appreciate the benefits that I have to offer and you'll hire me, which is awesome. Or you may not hire me, and quite honestly, that's not so awesome. And the third thing that occasionally happens when I'm meeting with a potential client is I may choose not to take their listing. Now, you may be wondering why I would choose not to take someone's listing. I think you're going to like the answer. You see, if I feel that a potential seller has a goal or an expectation that cannot be met or exceeded, I would rather turn the opportunity down today than let you down 6 months from now. Does that make sense? Now, in order for me to know if I can meet your goals and exceed your expectations, I need to ask you a couple questions. All right, you're going to go right into a needs analysis. Now, at the end of the listing presentation, you're going to close. And you only need, there's a lot of different closes you could use. However, you only need one. A close is nothing more than the natural conclusion to an effective presentation. In other words, are you ready to get started? Now, when they say yes, start filling out the paperwork. If you hear no, or I'm not sure, or not yet, follow up with a 1 to 10 close. So on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being you don't like a thing I said and you can't wait for me to leave, and 10 being I'm the right agent for the job, where are we? Well, you're a 9. Got it. what would it take for me to be a 10? Now, whatever they give you is going to be the objection. All you have to do is overcome the objection, and then are you ready to get started? All right, whole lot of information. And what I'm going to do, just get ready, because I'm going to call your name. David, you're first. And I want you to, you're the realtor, I'm the homeowner. We're sitting at the kitchen table. Begin the conversation.
Okay, from the top?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, John, thank you for meeting with me today and to discuss the sale of your home. Really appreciate your time. First off, I'd like to share my mission statement with you.
Okay.
My mission is to meet your goals and exceed your expectation. Because in that mission statement, John, one of three things will happen today. The first will happen is that after explaining my benefits and value proposition to you, you will hire me. The second thing that will happen today is after I explain everything, you may not hire me, and that's not so awesome. The third thing that will occur also is that I may not choose to not list your home today. And I know you're probably wondering why.
Yeah, why is that?
Well, John, the reason why, because if there's a need or goal that cannot be met or exceeded, then I will have to turn down this opportunity today, then to turn you down 6 months later. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense. All right, David, very well done. Okay. Slow down and more energy. And I know those two things. There's Monica, everybody. Slow down. Slow down and more energy. I know they contradict one another. You know the script, they don't. Give them an opportunity to connect with everything that you're saying. You're speaking words that are landing on them. Give them time to connect the dots before you move on to the next part of the conversation. Also, be really careful around one of three things typically happens whenever I meet with a potential client. Either number one, they understand and appreciate the benefits that I have to offer and they hire me, which is awesome. The second thing that happens is they don't hire me, and quite honestly, that's not so awesome. And okay, slow down, more energy. Now, Gina, I'm going to come back around, guys. I'm going to move quickly as I can, but I want to coach each of you as we go through this. Gina, let's go. Start the conversation.
Okay. John, thank you so much for the opportunity to meet with me today and giving me a tour of your beautiful home. I want you to know that it's an honor for me to sit down and discuss the possibility of representing you during the sale of your home. I'd like to really start off with my mission statement, if that would be okay.
Yes.
My mission is to meet your goals and exceed your expectations. Now, because of my mission statement, when I meet with a potential client, one of three things typically happens, and one of those three things will happen today. You see, number one, you'll understand and appreciate the benefits that I can offer, and you'll hire me, and that's awesome. Number two, you may not hire me, and honestly, that's not so awesome. And the third thing that occasionally happens is if I feel a homeowner has a goal or an expectation that cannot be met, I'd really rather turn down the opportunity today than let you down 6 months from now. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Okay, now in order to get started and for me to understand your goals, I'd like to go over some questions with you, if that'd be okay.
Okay, let's stop there. Raise your hand if you would hire Gina. Yeah, every hand should go up, guys. Every hand.
Gosh, thank you.
Yeah,
awesome.
every hand should go up. She did an amazing job. These sellers don't know the scripts, okay? They haven't met with me. They're not comparing Gina to me. They're comparing Gina to Billy Bob from Ego Realty, who didn't do this. Billy Bob showed up and he's selling and telling. He's talking about how wonderful he is and how wonderful his company is and how lucky they are to be meeting with him. Gina's showing up and she's conveying, I care about you, you can trust me, and I can help you. Now, how can she help me if she doesn't even take the time to understand what my goals and expectations are? Well done, Gina. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so
Kim
much.
Clark, coming to you. Now, Kim's been a part of our group now for a couple of weeks. So I think this is actually the first time, Kim, you and I are role playing together in a group. So expectations, just talk to me.
Okay, well, thank you, John. I really enjoyed the tour that we had of your house and everything, and I really enjoyed meeting you.
Yeah.
Before we get started, do you mind if I share with you my mission statement?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll say, so you know, my mission statement is to meet your goals and exceed your expectations. How does that sound to you?
Like it.
Okay, so after we're all done, I'm going to give you my presentation, and we're going to give you some information. But after we're done, I'm going to ask you, there's 3 things that are going to happen.
Okay.
There's 3 outcomes of our meeting today. 1, you're going to say, yeah, you're hired. We're going to sign the dotted line and proceed. And that's going to be awesome. Number 2, well, you're not going to sign the dotted line today. I'm going to go away without signing contract. And, that's not going to be so awesome. It's going to be workable, but not so awesome. Number 3, I just actually may choose not to even take your listing and fold everything up and say goodbye. So that's the 3 outcomes that were going to happen today. So
I love that. So Kim, why would you turn down my listing? That's interesting.
Well, remember, my mission statement is to meet your goals and exceed your expectations. And I really, really want to do that for you. But if I feel like I can't, if I feel that your goals are maybe something that I cannot successfully achieve for you, then it may be better to turn it down now than disappoint you 6 months from now.
Well done. Kim, how'd that feel?
Yeah, I'd like to sign you up now if I can. Yeah, I feel learning these words and the sequence of words, I feel it's enabling, and it actually gives me more confidence.
Yeah.
Because I like to ad lib too much, but I like this structured format.
Well done, Kim. Proud of you. Very proud of you. Deborah, let's go.
Okay. Good morning, John. Thank you for having me to your home today. And I really appreciate you inviting me in. And I'd like to give you my mission statement.
Go for it.
And my mission statement is, when I meet with a potential...
Deborah, do me a favor. Don't look at the piece of paper down in front of you. Look at me and just talk to me. You got this. Okay.
Okay.
I'd like to start by sharing my mission statement with you.
I like to...
Mission is to meet your goals
and exceed your expectations.
Okay. Pick up from there.
All right. To meet your goals and exceed your expectations.
More energy.
Okay. More energy. To meet your goals and exceed your expectations.
Okay.
And 3 things are going to happen here today after this.
Okay. Whenever I meet with a potential client, one of 3 things typically happens. One of those 3 things will happen today.
One of those 3 things will happen today. And one is you'll agree to hire me, and that would be awesome. Yes. And the second thing is you would agree not to hire me, and that would not be so awesome. Wouldn't you agree? And the third thing is I would decide not to take the opportunity to sell your home.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Why would you not take my listing? You're a real estate agent.
Well, if I can't meet your goals and exceed your expectations, I'd rather turn it down now than to disappoint you 6 months from now.
Oh, you're hired. Let's go. Well done. Charlene, let's go.
Okay, let me find some energy.
Get ready to be blown away, everybody. Bring it.
Hi, John. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to sit with you to discuss the possibilities of selling your home.
Yeah.
I'd like to start with sharing my mission statement.
Okay.
My mission is to meet your goals and to exceed your expectations. Now, John, with that mission statement, one of 3 things typically happens when I meet with potential sellers. One, they will understand and appreciate the benefits I have to offer and hire me, and that's awesome. Or they may not hire me, and that's not so awesome.
Okay.
Or I may choose not to take the opportunity. Now, you may be wondering why I may not take the opportunity to list your home. Well, let me explain, and you'll like this, John. You see, if a seller has a goal or an expectation that cannot be met, then I would prefer to turn down the opportunity now than to let you down 6 months from now. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Charlene, well done. Very, very well done. Right? Yeah. Yeah. And when I'm saying more energy, guys, it's not about jumping up on the table and bouncing around the room. It's well, I can't describe it, but Charlene has her own style, and her style works for her. Did the whole room just calm down when Charlene started talking? Right? If you were feeling any kind of anxiety before, are you feeling? Hold on a second, we got background noise, guys. If you were feeling any kind of anxiousness, did everything just calm down? Right? That's going to absolutely work for Charlene. Absolutely love that. You know, Feliz and Moseline, I can't tell if you're with us because I don't have you on video. But if you are, take yourself off mute and let's go.
I'm here, John.
Let's do it, girl.
Hi, John. All right. John, I want to thank you for taking the time to meet with me today. Before we begin, I would love to just go over my mission statement with you, which is to meet and exceed your expectation. You see, John, 3 things typically happen when I'm meeting with a potential client. The first thing that may happen today is that you may hire me, which is fantastic. A second thing that may happen is you may not hire me, which is not so awesome. Or I may choose not to list your home.
Interesting. Why?
Okay, John. And the reason for that, and I'm glad that you asked, is because if I feel like there's a need or a goal that I can't meet or exceed, I would prefer to walk away today than to let you down 3 to 6 months from now.
Yes. Moseline.
Hi, John. I'm sorry. I have a sore throat, but I'm here.
You crushed it, my friend.
Thank you, John.
You absolutely did. David, close.
Is it the where I say, okay, if I could hit one of those goals, is that the one?
No, what I want you to do is it's the end of the listing presentation. It's time to ask for the listing.
Okay. Is it, I think it's where it says on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being awesome.
Let's start with, are you ready to get started?
Okay, gotcha. Okay, are you ready to get started, John?
You know, David, I liked everything you said. I just not ready yet.
Okay. May I ask that out of 1 out of 10, and let's say 10 being the highest, how would you rate me?
Okay.
Or is it just pretty much you just more like just want me to hurry up and just leave?
Okay, we're gonna move through this kind of quickly, guys, because of time. Gina, close.
So, John, are you ready to get started?
I like everything you said, just not yet, though.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being awesome, where are we right now?
Oh, you're 8.5, maybe a 9.
Okay, great. What do we have to do to get to 10?
Lower your commission.
Oh boy. I hate that objection.
All right, cool. Kim, you're next.
So John, are you ready to get started now?
No, not yet. I like what you said though, Kim.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm just wondering on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being and 10 being like I'm totally awesome, where do I fall on that rating?
I love that. I'm totally awesome. I love that. Write it down, write it down, write it down. 9.
Now,
You're 9.
that's so close. So tell me, John, what do I have to do to go from 9 to 10?
That was great. Lower your commission.
Okay, I'm glad you asked that. Okay, now we're gonna be.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about
around.
it. Another call. We'll get back to that. Okay, Kim. Well done. Deborah, close. Well, take yourself off mute.
I'll say, so it's on a scale of 1 to 10, John, 10 being best. Are you ready to hire me today?
Okay, Deb, let's go back. It's okay if you want to start with a scale of 1 to 10 question. Just here's what it sounds like. Deborah, just out of curiosity, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being you don't like a thing I said and you can't wait for me to leave, 10 being I'm the right agent for the job. Now, if you guys if you study neuro-linguistic programming, you understand why I'm using I'm the right agent for the job, because I am programming I'm the right agent for the job. You see me nodding my head? Okay, all of the nonverbals are backing this up. 10 being I'm the right agent for the job. Where are we? All right, Deborah, go.
If I could show you that I'm the right agent for the job, would you be ready to hire me today?
Yeah, just not ready yet. Maybe, I don't know, call me back tomorrow.
So what's your objection, John?
Call me back tomorrow.
So 2 o'clock or 5 o'clock being best?
All right, not bad, Deborah. Other than calling you tomorrow, is there any other reason why you wouldn't hire me today? Hey, just for fun, let's pretend it's tomorrow. And I ask you, am I the right agent for the job? What would your answer be?
I like that.
Hypothetically, now you can't hire me hypothetically, so we're in a safe space here. If this was tomorrow, would you hire me?
If
Hire
this was
me.
tomorrow, would you
Hire me?
Hire
Yes,
me?
I would.
Hire me.
I would.
Okay. So if this was tomorrow, would you hire me?
Yes.
That energy?
No, I'm looking for the next thing. What should you say next? The playbook says, if my answer is yes, what do you need to do in order for me to hire you, Deborah?
So what do you need me to do in order?
No, it's not script. I'm coaching you. Phone a friend, anybody. What's the
Let's get started.
thing?
Let's get started.
Okay. Awesome. I am super excited that I'm the right agent for the job. And let's schedule 2 p.m. tomorrow to get together so that we can fill out the paperwork and you can put me to work. If they're telling you they need a night to sleep on it, but you're the right agent for the job, then schedule the next appointment. Cool. Okay. Let's get back together tomorrow at 2 p.m. so we can fill out the paperwork and you can put me to work. Charlene, close.
So, John, are you ready to get started?
No.
No. Okay. So, John, on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being you don't like anything I've said and you just want to get rid of me right now, or 10 being you liked everything I said. And where do I fit on that scale from 1 to 10?
Oh, you're a 9.
9. John, what will it take to make it a 10?
Lower your commission.
Commission. Okay. So other than commission, would you hire me today?
Yes.
Great. Let's get started.
I'm loving this. All right, guys. Other than my commission, is there anything else stopping you from hiring me today? First response. Second response. So, Charlene, what I'm hearing is if I were to lower my commission, you would hire me today. Charlene says yes. Right. Can I share with you why that concerns me?
Sure.
You see, when somebody asks me if I'm willing to lower my fee, I'm hearing them ask how good of a negotiator I am. Now, the good news for you is I'm a really good negotiator. You see, if I were willing to give away my money that I use to support my family that quickly, how quickly would I give up your money when we have an offer on your home? Now, if you're asking me if my commission is negotiable, the answer is yes, just not today. When we have an offer on your home, if I need to give up money in order to make the deal work, I will, because I'm a deal maker, not a deal breaker. Are you ready to get started? I'm not going to ask them how they feel about that because I know they love it. I'm going right back to, so are you ready to get started?
Yes.
All right, guys, that's a wrap. All of you did a great job today. All of you did, okay? Time on task over time equals mastery. You want to master your listing presentation, spend more time on task. Now, there's a number of different ways you can do this. This is one. Find a partner and practice your listing presentation with that partner. Get in front of a mirror all by yourself and practice your listing presentation. Turn on the camera and video yourself practicing your listing presentation. 10,000 hours is the path to mastery. So if you wanted to get to mastery in a year, how many hours would you have to spend every day? Just take 10,000 divided by 365, guys. How many hours would you have to spend practicing this listing presentation in order to master it at a high level? Now, mastery is not getting to a point where you get it right. That's not mastery. Mastery is getting to a point where you can't get it wrong.
Mm.
Now, in the meantime, does that mean that you have to wait until you get to 10,000 hours to go out and take listings? No, you're already better than 90% of the real estate agents out there because they're not doing this. They're showing up, they're selling, they're telling, they're conveying to the seller, the only reason I'm here is to get your listing so I can get a check. That's the message the seller is hearing. But you're conveying, I care about you. You can trust me. I know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, I hope you got great value today.